Hey guys, welcome to an episode of DnD Cross. I got these on because I was working on a little bit of stuff off cam, but as you can see, we have a face cam today. I just wanted to try it out, honestly. I just wanted to know what it was like to have a face cam, and you guys let me. I am so pasty. I'm like the color of the sky. You guys let me know what you think of the face cam. I'm still kind of back and forth on the idea, but I figure that we should probably try it once or twice. If you guys like the idea, let me know. It won't be probably for every episode if you were to like it, but I kind of like it. I think that I talk a lot with my hands, which is why I stop when I'm explaining something. And I was like, well, if you guys see me talking with my hands, then you're like, well, okay, well, he's talking with his hands, so that's why it's not on the keyboard. So let's talk about what we want to do today. So today we have finished the interior of this last episode, and I love the way it turned out. And now we just have this area to finish up, and then we're gonna put some. Ooh, what's the word? We're gonna put some like markets, like kind of like setup shops rather than buildings right here. And then we're gonna make a pathway out this way. But for today, I want to finish this, and I think we'll save the pathway for the next episode, and we can talk about where we're gonna go from there. So that's the plan for today. Is I want to finish this up, and then I also want to maybe do these and make this place look a little bit more lively. I'm not convinced that I want to add the traders yet, but maybe. We definitely have to start working on an economy and how we're going to base our prices, because I don't want them to be drastically different between areas, so we're going to have to write it all down, or I guess I'm going to have to write it all down and remember it all. So I haven't done that yet, so I'm not quite sure if I want to add them, because I feel like it'd be kind of pointless. But I do want to just in the next two episodes, I want to fully finish this place, and I want to start working on another area, or the pathway to another area like we did over here. God, this seems like it was so long ago. I'm not 100% sure I remember what I did there. I'm not sure at all. But so we're gonna make this right here. I laid it out a little bit, and it is. I'm not quite sure what I want to make it yet. I was thinking that it could be like the guards' barracks, maybe. Or maybe it could be a training camp for them. So if the players want to level up their abilities and whatnot, maybe they could grind a few levels here. Haven't fully decided, but I mean, we're gonna get the building built either way, and we can figure it all out once I'm done. When I spend the 3 hours making this, then afterwards we can figure it out from there. So that's the plan for now. We're gonna hop into a time lapse. No face cam for the time lapse, obviously. You guys sit back, enjoy it, and we'll talk again when we're back. Alright guys, welcome back from the first time lapse. I did a little work off cam, a little bit in between. I really don't like doing time lapses inside because I think that they're kind of difficult to make look fine. So I went ahead and I finished this up here, and we have a gym. And this gym, I think, it just kind of had an idea while I was making it, and be like a good place for our players to practice like their combat skills and whatnot. Like say that they're trying to face like a really tough enemy and they need some like temporary strength or whatnot. Like if they go to the gym for like, let's say like a week, like they might get like a +1 bonus, but if they don't go for a week, then they'll lose that +1 bonus. So like it's beneficial to go if you're in the area or if you're spending time in this area. However, it's a good way to steal their money as well. We're gonna make, oh boy, whew, we got a rainy one outside. Boy, let's end that because I am God. Anyways, it's a good way to like steal their money as well, because yes, they'll get that bonus that can stack, like +1, +2 bonus, whatever, to whatever skill. However, archery, it won't help at all because a bow can only go as hard as a bow can go. But like if you were to punch with the bow, then that would get a bonus. So if they wanted to be like a melee archery character, then like I guess I couldn't stop them. But at the gates here, we're gonna have a villager, and he's gonna sell them a ticket. I don't know if I want to do a day-by-day thing, or if I want to do like a permanent, one-time buy kind of thing, and then you just give them the pass and they give it back to you. But it's going to be real expensive. It's going to be super expensive. So like the players really have to think, do I need this +1 bonus or can I get away without it? And I think that that's going to be honestly a really good way to not only like steal their money, but also check how greedy they are with their money. Because if they're super greedy with their money, then we might have to like worry a little bit about like mid to late game if they're just hoarding everything. And in that case, then we might want to scale the creatures up on them to make it not just like a super easy walkthrough. So that is our goal for that. And then behind us, we have some showers and whatnot, boys and girls showers, because every gym needs a shower, otherwise you're disgusting. You're going to smell bad, and if they don't hit the showers after the gym, people in the town are going to notice that they smell bad. Just going to say. And in the case, for some reason, maybe one of our players decides to be a girl. Well, I figured I should probably put a female's one in there as well. And then we have some mats here and a sword fighting arena, or boxing, or whatever you want to do, as well as some weights, some barbells. I got to get really creative with these. I thought it was actually kind of entertaining. I just used wither skeleton skulls for it, cause like I didn't want to put these on because they look kind of weird to have a weight that large on a bench. And our players are probably going to be pretty weak the first time they come in here. So, and then we have some swords hanging on the walls, and yeah, but it also like it makes sense in my head because it's right next to the barracks. And the maybe guards members, like if they want to join the guard of this town, then they might get free access to this. However, if they probably couldn't go too far away with that, because if they were to go too far away, then they wouldn't be able to be like called in. Or if they wanted to be like an active member, we could have some quests going with that. If they wanted to be like a reserve member, like maybe when they're in town, they could stop by, pick up some bounties or whatnot, do more like mercenary work that way. And I don't remember if I showed you guys the interior of this, but I did finally finish the interior of it, and let me tell you, I don't know why this building was so demotivating, but it was, and I decided to turn it into a tavern. Honestly, I think it's kind of a cool tavern. It's pretty low key. It's kind of what you'd find if, in like a restaurant. And then if you go up to the, oh boy, that's a lot of lag. If you go up to the top, though, we have a few more places to sit, some cups. Oh, why are we lagging so much? And then we also have a view of the rest of the city. And this could also be one of those perch places too. However, considering that this is like a places where like families would go and whatnot, then if they were to decide to start a fight or see something from up here and were to shoot a bow, they could probably get in some serious trouble with that. So that's something that those small things that make the game fun are what we're really looking for here. Man, we are rubber banding a lot. And then over here, I just put some trees up and whatnot from the time lapse, and these are going to be just mini vendors, and they might sell specific items to players of like not like a whole lot of value, but like I don't know, and maybe they'll give you quests and whatnot if you talk to them. And I just figured that with all like the houses and whatnot, there's not like a whole lot of like local business, I want to say. That seems a little weird for me to say considering I'm making this and all of these businesses are probably local, but like not a lot of like set up takedown shop kind of things. Like all of these, like the people who own these are probably going to be pretty wealthy, and then maybe you have your people who just want to sell stuff, so they could be right there, and they'll probably just live in some of these smaller houses. What else do we have? Oh, one more thing is I don't know how this slipped my mind even in the slightest. Like I have no idea how it slipped my mind, but we don't have a library in this city. Um, Unless I'm just forgetting that I made one somewhere, but I'm pretty sure that we don't have a library. Um, so we have these big houses up here, and I don't want to make either of these the library because in older times, like paper and whatnot was really expensive, and therefore libraries would probably be towards like the innermost of the city, I would think. I have not checked my facts on this at all. It's just what I'm thinking. And if you have a lot of books in an area and books are really expensive, then you'd want to protect the books. And so I'm thinking that this house right here with the random cylinder going through it might actually make for a really good library. We already have like places to sit down here and whatnot. And then up here, instead of having these vendors, I might change it into a place to buy books, and then maybe we could leave us like make a stall down here to like check them out. So I don't know. And then maybe reading could increase like your wisdom and whatnot and get skills, and also like if you read books it might reveal locations to you that you might not have known in the past. A problem with that though is if we spend so long making like books and whatnot, kind of like Skyrim does, then that's just like a lot of time spent that the players might not even use. Also, it would really slow down our game to have players just reading books all the time to try and get what like all these different things. So we might just keep it to like a few books. Maybe we'll put like the religious books in there and whatnot. But other than that, I don't think that we're gonna put like actual books in it. But it might just be a place to like increase your skills. What else? We don't have an archery place in this town either. And now that I think about it, this is actually a problem I was facing, which is why we came back from the time lapse a little early here. But I was trying to figure out what to put here, because I wanted to put this barricade here to kind of force the players to use the stairs and not just run wherever they want like a bunch of idiots, because I know that they will be idiots. So I put the barricade there, and then I was like, okay, well this could maybe fit a library in it. And then I kind of stood back and I was just looking at it for a little bit, and I was like, well, if I put something large here, it could really overarch this castle that we had and make it not as visible. And like, when you walk into this town, the first thing you're going to notice is the lighthouse, and then when you turn down onto this, where can you start to see it from? Oh, you can see it from the whole way. So like the second thing you're probably going to notice is probably going to be, oh, what's that big castle there? And so I don't really want to stop the players from feeling that way, because this is a really important landmark. And so maybe this could be a good place to put like targets and whatnot, so that people can train there too. And that could be a free thing, I would think. Bring your own arrows kind of thing, but your arrows could have a chance of breaking on the target. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I think let's do that together, huh? How do we build an archery chamber? So you'd think, okay, if you were an archer, right? Oh boy, sorry. There's like a lot of glare coming in, and I have not figured out my green screen very well yet. But anyways, so if you were training archery to a town of civilians and children alike, you probably would not want to shoot this way because a kid misses or someone who doesn't know how to shoot a bow misses, hit somebody, right? You know, these are probably going to be pretty active. Um, so you probably wouldn't want that. So if we put it this way, though, gosh, I still feel like that's a bad idea. What do we put here? Golly gee goodness gracious, what do we... okay, you know what? I'm gonna have to think about this. I really wanted to get this place done, but I don't know what to put here, and it's like our last available space in the town. Which, just take a second to think about that. We've been working on this thing for like, what, 2 months now? And this is it. Like, this is what we've got. I think we did a fantastic job. A wonderful job on it. Obviously, there's still a few small things that we have to do, like putting grass around and maybe putting these, like a barrier around the side too. I haven't decided if I want to do that everywhere, but we'll see. And then also make the pathway out. And oh man, we are lagging a lot. We could also maybe put like a something down here. I guess I have to check how far down that crypt goes, but we could put maybe the library just tucked up into this, or like an archery thing under it. I don't know. You're gonna have to let me think about it. But that being said, since I have no idea what to do down here, like, please, for the love of God, if you have an idea, anything, like, to be like, hey, this sounds cool, this sounds really stupid, just leave it in the comments, give me something, because I think I've run out of ideas for this town. I'm pretty sure I have. Oh, also, right here, no idea what to do there either. I'll be honest, not a single clue. Turned it into, like, this mild garden and give the town a little bit of life. Turned out fine, thank God. But over here, I don't want to do the same thing because I might just get like a little bit too much color, you know? So yeah, leave in the comments what you want to see here, and we'll go over it at the beginning of next episode before we start our gates out. But with that being said, let me know what you guys thought of the face cam. Let me guys know what you thought of the episode, and until next time, I will see you when I see you, boys. Peace, peace.